Hello one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 9, Kindred Blood. I am your host, as always, Virinity Void, and this here is part 12. As with the last part, I'm not going to go over what happened in the last part, and instead I will let you go back and watch part 11. I won't do that that sort of recap, but instead I'll go over a few more national ideas of about 2 more nations. So we'll do the third and fourth one of Altai. The third national idea is behind the shields. The geography of the Altai Mountains means the fortresses are commonplace. To seize these fortresses from our foes, we assault them and enter into battle behind our shields. Fire damage received minus 20%. And their fourth national idea is Shibi and Tura. In case of an enemy invasion, the Teleuts erected small stone and wooden fortresses and strongholds. Fort defense plus 20%. Means sieging down some of these provinces is going to be pretty tough, especially this one in Altai Yuriankai. The other one we can do is... who haven't we done so far? Let's do... I'm not entirely sure. Let's do the 5th and 6th one of Shanara. Why not? Iwarian innovations. Our trade with the Iwarians, such as the Viterkians or Neproians, has made them import all sorts of machines and weapons into our kingdom, ones we have never seen before in Shagan. With their help, we have emerged near the forefront of science in Shagan. Technology cost minus 10%. And the 6th national idea for Shinara is Skikian merchants. The port of Skiki, I think that's it, Skiki, in the south was leased to the Viterkians, causing many merchants to move there. The merchants of Skiki have grown to the point where they are the main merchant class in Shinara, and thus have become a vital asset for the kingdom. Merchant Guild's loyalty equilibrium plus 15%. Got some good stuff going on around there in Shinara. Without further ado though, let us sail off into the sunset. We are also going to do, what's it called? Not going to do, but we're going to pass into the 1700s, which means we're going to get a new institution. I'm not exactly sure what institution that is, but we'll take a look. Wanakama turned Peru is also still fighting off Alvern in the Flanders realm. Vinland is going after Takra. Do they have a province? Yes, they do. Takra has this province right here, and Vinland wants it. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and see what, what's it called? They have a... Oh yeah, that's right. Akkadi has their independence supported. Let's go ahead and see that next institution coming up. It's the Enlightenment. 1700. I thought I heard something. I don't have my headset on when I record these, as a little reminder, because my headset is not that heavy, but it gets a little tiring having it on and talking for 30 to 40 minutes. So I would just rather have it off while doing this. Oh, okay, that's the war. Free Smart is going after Trebizond, trying to annex the rest of it, but in response, Muscovy is joining in. The Livonian Order, under Robin II of Free Smart, is allied to the Livonian Order is allied to Free Smart, so the Livonian Order is also dismantling Muscovy as well. Baghdad, are you at war? You are at war because you are allied to Free Smart. Aelcorks seemingly can't deal with these rebels. They can't transport troops over. There are some Aelcorkser separatists that are going to fight Alvern's army. But I think Alvern's army is gonna... they don't have enough troops. They're on the brink of destruction and they are destroyed. I have to keep an eye on these wars against Ryukyu because they could end up just being dead-end wars where the AI just doesn't peace out. because no one wants to navally invade Ryukyu. So Liang, when did you start this war? 1697, okay. Shonara, when did you start your war? Oh, you pieced out, okay. I got you, I got you. Oh, wait, hold on. You can build a monument. The Grand Palace of Bangkok. I actually haven't been looking at the monuments being built around the world, but rest assured, like, the ones that are the big nations of the world are probably improving their monuments on the regular, I have to imagine, just with their leftover money. But in places like Eastern Europe that are, you know, that are in war, or the Indian subcontinent, I have to imagine, like, those monuments just aren't up to snuff. Do we have one for monuments? Trade value? I'm sure we do. The AI already does a lot of expansion of infrastructure, so great projects. Insignificant. Yeah, they're all insignificant in the subcontinent, unfortunately. Oh, there's the Sun Temple is magnificent. Okay. Barakatra is magnificent. Nice. So Sumeru's been upgrading their stuff. And Barakatra is actually pretty nice. Gives a lot of trade value. Rajasthan is noteworthy. I'm just going to take a look around at the monuments generally. Theodosian walls are noteworthy. Insignificant. Insignificant. Nothing. What about in Paris? Okay, Versailles is noteworthy. London, there's nothing. Compared to, like, last campaign when Wessex was over here, Wessex was upgrading the shit out of that stuff. Oh, I remember that. Nothing in Iberia has been upgraded. Anything in Egypt? Nope, Al-Azhar has not been upgraded. Anything over here? Okay. Mustansiriya has been upgraded. Anything else? Nope. Nothing. Yeah, because there's been so much war, there just hasn't been time or money to upgrade these monuments that are around here. Cerro Rico del Potosi is upgraded. It's significant. Chan Chan Citadel is, ooh, global modifier diplomatic relations +2. That's pretty nice, but it's kind of in a campaign like this. But in the area, local defensiveness, how big is that area? So these 4 provinces have increased defensiveness, but there's no fort in any of them. Oh, that's where you need a fort, friend. Oh well. Oh well, I'm just gonna look over a little bit more of the great projects, because this is something I haven't checked in on at all. Zacatecas Mine City is significant. Mexico, you're at war with Tacren, Colombia. Okay. Anything up here? The White House, nothing. 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 Okay, Fuerte del Moro is noteworthy. Some nice local defensiveness. And Tortuga Island is noteworthy. Interesting. So Fontaine has been at work a little bit working on its monuments. Songhai has upgraded Sankor Madrasa, but that is it. It's kind of sad how few, like, great projects there are in Africa. It really is. When, like, if you look into Africa, there's probably, like, quite a few things that could be there for great projects. But enough with the magnificent monuments. We have some wars to look into. So Japan's going after Ailcorks. Baghdad is going after Kemet. Great Shu is going after Caradel. Really? Ah, they're finally touching here. Okay. And Bukhara has joined in. Peruvian Wanakama is going after the Lost Legion, and I don't think the Lost Legion can hold out. And I'm just skipping down because Mogadishu isn't really a factor, but this is a huge war. We have the West Slavic Auvergne imperialist war. Zapadoslavia is going in. They are... so it's Zapadoslavia, Friesmart, and Vinland versus Auvergne and the Flanders realm. That's it. There's no ally. The Flanders realm is not rebellious, so they are fully participating, but they don't... from that last war against Baghdad, they have not recovered, so they don't have any manpower to go off of. I think this is pretty clear cut. Auvergne isn't going to be able to hold out for very long. It would be one thing if Mondstadt was still their ally and joined in. That would be a huge thing for Zapadoslavia to deal with, but they didn't join in. What is interesting though is Auvergne is going to quickly get down all of Friesmart's mainland provinces right here while sacrificing the Flanders realm. There's no choice. They have to sacrifice the Flanders realm's land over here. But in exchange, this huge base of power for Friesmart is going to be sieged down. Paris is under siege. It's going to go down very soon. So what I'm curious is Friesmart going to peace out early once Paris goes down? Sure, Friesmart has all this land in the Isles and this land in the Mediterranean, but having your capital siege down does make war exhaustion tick up pretty quickly. Mondstadt rented out some units, but Friesmart and Vinland sent them both back. I'm very curious. This is going to be a tight war. And what's interesting about this too is that the Flanders realm is going to get their army dismantled, which means they're not going to have any. They're going to have very little liberty desire. Vinland actually got sent back by Mondstadt's rented out army. They're doing work. And Rome might actually fall to Auvergne and Mondstadt. A good fight here from Auvergne. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Friesmart reinforced just in time. Still, Auvergne is sieging down Rome, but I have to imagine Friesmart is going to take that stack out. Let's take a look in the east. Let's see what's going on. Great Shu, as well as Altai. Altai has pounced on this too. Altai has pounced on the dismantling of Karadel. So, Liang and Shu from the south and southeast. Altai from the west. Ryukyu, you are at war with Su. Su wants to go after Okinawa again. Mogadishu, where your capital's still over there. Okay. I'm just pausing and playing intermittently. Don't worry. Oh, the United States is allied with Friesmart. Okay, so that is going to mean Piscataway has a little bit more to worry about. Sure, the United States doesn't have a huge amount of troops to work with, but Friesmart is always a threat. Or maybe not right now because they're embroiled in a war, but usually Friesmart is a threat. I am curious, how quick is that war exhaustion going up for Friesmart? 0.03? Okay. Economic hegemon. What? Oh, okay. So if they were not an economic hegemon, they would be getting a lot more war exhaustion. But because they have that modifier going, they are able to really sustain themselves in this war despite their capital being sieged down. Well played to Friesmart. I'm gonna tie my hair up. Ugh. This is a very interesting war, because I'm not sure who's going to win. What is this war goal for? It's an imperialist war, so Auvergne's capital, right here, at Auvergne. And it does have a big fort. Actually, what are Auvergne's national ideas? I'm not going to read them, obviously, but these are the national ideas I made, I think, a while back, when I was doing national ideas for France, or the French minor nations. So, stability cost, development cost, production efficiency, army drill, improved relations, tech cost. Manpower, recovery speed. Okay. Yeah, those are solid national ideas. They're not overpowered by any means, but they're pretty good. And it should also be noted, there's quite a bit of corruption in Alvern, if I do say so. Quite a bit. Meanwhile, Mondstadt is just watching, just wondering, who's gonna come out on top in this war, I wonder. Alvern and Zapadoslavia, let's compare. Oh no, Mondstadt is leading this because of rented out troops. Oh, wait, what? Then why are you using Mondstadt's flag? Anyways, 120, so I'll just say Alvern has the discipline advantage. They're about equal on morale, and Alvern just edges them out in tactics. So Alvern definitely has the upper hand in these engagements. What it seemingly though, like, manpower is going to be running dry very, very soon. Vinland also pieced out with Takara. They didn't take that province because this war calls their attention. Should also be noted, Friesmar took a lot from Muscovy. Like, a lot. Muscovy is a shell. And it should also be noted, Kemet is dead. Rest in peace, my dear child. I will visit you in your tomb. And Baghdad is hungry for more. They want to go after Shamastrov. And they're not going to be content with anything. With just like a little few provinces. Nah, they want to go in with Yemen. Pepsi, I am sorry for your loss. No leader there for Alvern, but they are holding the line against Zapadoslavia's Ivan the 12th. Is it Ivan? Is it Ivan? I'm not sure, but anyway, you get what I mean. Manpower is running dry quickly. Slacken your standards as much as you can. Okay, Friesmar is freeing up some of their own territory, but Alvern's capital is still not under threat. What is under threat, though, is the Flanders realm's integrity. They're becoming more rebellious because Alvern is losing military potential, obviously. But even if they get rebellious, like, it's going to be a while before the Flanders realm rebuilds its army. Like, come on. Alvern is doing its best. It is trying so hard to manage this war. They almost pushed into Zapadoslavia, but they weren't able to take anything, or at least occupy much. It just seems like Friesmar's manpower is running low too. Everyone in this war is just spending manpower like it's nothing. Samnium is going after Mzab, and Mzab doesn't seem to be able to do much. They are 3 military techs behind. That's a done deal, in my books at least. Friesmar also has Congolese separatists down here. And we have the Makwan conquest of Kanogesha. This is against Chokwi in Congo. So again, it's just Mukwa and Kitara eating up more. There was no land taken because I believe that was probably a colony there that was connected Great Shu to Karadel, but you know, show of force is a show of force, and Altai is trying its best to push into Karadel, but it seems like Karadel still has enough punch to halt Altai's advances. Somehow they do. And look, oh god, Pepsi, I am sorry, but Shamasrov, much like Kemet, is just a mere speed bump to Baghdad. Alvern is once again concentrating on Friesmart's mainland possessions, and I mean, this is really like the only quote-unquote win, like minor win, that Alvern can really get at this point, because like they can't really push into Zapadoslavia and they can't free the Flanders realm, so it's just going to stay like this. However, ticking war score is always going to go in favor of Alvern because Zapadoslavia is nowhere near threatening the capital of Alvern. If this was like a conquest CB for like something in the Flanders realm, completely different. You get the war goal, you get more tick and war score, you're good to go. but the war score is always going to be ticking against Zapadoslavia. Alright, let's see these wars. Altai, they're going after Yayoi again. I have to keep an eye on these minor wars. Su, Mogadishu. And yeah, this war is going as exactly as I thought. Also, Consejo de la Lucha is absolutely getting reamed. And there we go, Wanakama kicking back the Lost Legion. They even took the Citadel. Just make it a quick death, America. Just make it a quick fucking death. Like, there's no queen on the throne. That's a shadow on the throne. There's no one there. Just let me see this peace deal. Zapadoslavia, send out a peace deal. I'm curious. I'm very curious what we're gonna see. Takra is at war with Saleh and Imansorks. Okay, Takra won against Imansorks. Took a little bit of their land. Not bad, not bad. Free Smart, yeah, still Vinland is in this. So is Free Smart. If Free Smart were to peace out, the tables somewhat get evened out. Because Vinland, they contribute a little bit, but they're quite far away. And this battlefield is huge. There is peace. Let us see what happened. So, okay, the Flanders realm lost 4 provinces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're pretty good provinces. They have some decent development in them. But Zapadoslavia, it's technically a win, but they expended a lot of manpower and a lot of resources in that war. And so did Auvergne. That was not an easy war. The Flanders realm is in shambles, militarily speaking. They are having a rough go of it. Their war exhaustion is huge. They have some loans. It is not going well. So it's gonna be a little bit. Auvergne is taking out its frustrations on Germian, the Papal State, as well. And Samnium might actually like annex all of Mzab. This might be like a little bit of a Samnite resurgence. Free Smart is going after the satraps, right? No. No. Baghdad is looking to finish off Bukhara. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Bukhara is just there. Sue, are you still at war? You are at war. How long have you been at war? Has it been 10 years? 1701? It has not been 10 years. I'm trying to keep an eye out for these minor wars that just end up spiraling into like 10-year sit-ins, basically. Free Smart has taken over all of Australia at this point. Interesting. Do we have any more Protestants in Europe still? We got some, but majority is Catholic. Second Vinlandic conquest of this province right here. Takra is allied with Bremen, so Bremen is in the war, but it's not gonna do much. So, you know, potentially Vinland and Zapadoslavia can partition this land. Potentially. Also, Fez has 3 provinces now. They are slowly growing from the ineptitude in ale corks. Also, Japan, how long have you been at war? Takra 1705. Take Inazuma City. Oh, this is just Takra actually going in. Takra thinks they can go in on Japan. Are you serious? What are your ambitions here? Are you thinking straight, Takra? Tell me. Citadel and Delhi, yeah. I mean, it's free smart. You're not going to do anything. And it's Baghdad. You're not going to do anything. Is this war still going on? It is. Makwa actually not in as good of a position as one might expect from the previous wars. Chokwe and Congo are actually making life difficult. More so than you might expect. It seems like they haven't been good engagements. And Congo is a great general, as well as just, you know, Chokwe and Congo are able to coordinate more. Yeah. Makwa's army is just evaporated. And Kitada's army, like, they're just not around. They're just sitting around. Oh, they have pieced out. That's why. That's why. So Makwa is just in this war, and it seems like Chokwe is going to get some land back. Interesting stuff. A little bit of back and forth in sub-Saharan Africa. Morocco also gained a couple provinces, or maybe just one province, I'm not sure, but they're profiting, you know, they're doing things. The Marinids they're doing things. Mondstadt, you're not doing anything, but you have warned Takra. The Flanders realm is not rebellious. They're still trying to get their, what's it called? They're still trying to get their army in order. They just need, like, Zapatoslavia and Vinland just need some sort of access through Alvern. They can get to Takra's heart and just win the war. You know what I mean? Of course you know what I mean. Alecorxer La Plata is no longer a subject of Alecorx, and is instead a subject of Wanakama. The Numerids are allied with Mexico, Kabila, and Songhai. Not bad, not bad allies. Colombie, still loyal to Team No Name somehow, and Team No Name somehow still survives. I have no idea how. I'm shocked. Oh, Zapatoslavia! Zapatoslavia has landed in Takra. Interesting. What is this? Vinland. No, this is Takra allied by, or getting invaded by Vinland. Alright, I gotcha. Any other wars going on? We got Mexico. Wait, what? Japan, are you colonizing over here? You wouldn't be colonizing over here, right? Yamaoka? Yamaoka. Okay, I don't know where that is. But seemingly, like, Japan, you wouldn't be colonizing on the west coast of the Americas, would you? What's going on? Oh, wait a minute. So Liyue is a tributary of Liang, and Shannara is attacking Liyue in an imperialist war. And so the war goal is Liyue's capital, which is right here. However, Liang was called in, and no. Okay, so Great Shu was not called in. It's only Liang. Liang, what happened to your army? Correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but Liang's army was damn near like 100k. What happened? Really, what happened? I'm genuinely curious, because like Shannara still has plenty of manpower, Sumru still has plenty of manpower. Liang might have slipped up hard. Liang, let me see your situation, friend. They're not in debt, they just don't have the manpower. That's like, they really just do not have the manpower. They have an army forming right here. They don't have they're not sending out a colonist either because they want to keep their money to themselves. And yeah, it's just, when did you start this war? 1703? Soon enough, if you don't peace out, I'm gonna have to, what's it called? I'm gonna have to white peace. What is so what do we got going on? Baghdad is even going after Altai now. Does your greed know no end, Baghdad? Good gods. Like, not even Free Smart is gonna like you eventually. Free Smart is still going for that economic hegemon though, so gotta watch out for that. That's a very powerful modifier if they manage to get it and hold on to it. Okay, peace was had. Shanada took some nice land. Well, not maybe it's not really nice land. It's not well developed, but it is strategic. It cuts Li Yue in half, and Li Yue is now a liability for Liang if Liang can't get its army together. One would say that Great Shu should break their alliance with Liang and get ready for war, but I don't think Great Shu is that kind of backstabbing friend. Anyways, we have a new institution. Let's go ahead and see where that is. Kalahandi, tell me where that institution went. It went into Valois. So Free Smart, as if they fucking need anything else, they get a nice dosage of monarch points. The look on my face right now is the look of annoyance. Like, at least give it to Mondstadt. They haven't, or not, maybe not even Mondstadt. Give it to Team No Name. Like, come on. So what do we have? We have an Imperialist War. Zapatoslavia against Insubres and Team No Name. That's just wiping the floor. As unfortunate as it is the truth. Insubres, there you go, they're trying. Team No Name, they're trying, but there's just no hope. There is no hope. It should also be noted, Vinland took over most of the peninsula here. So now it's between the Livonian Order and Vinland. Bremen still has this right here, but I think they've moved their capital to the New World. They have also colonized Greenland. So Bremen has exile options, you know? They have exile options. And also, Takra was kicked out, so, you know, they're not... Takras and Ailcorks aren't... They aren't dead, but I would say they're about to be put on life support. Just saying. Seemingly. Life support soon. Achaea and then Samnium. At least Samnium has an okay base of power in North Africa that they can rely on. The Flanders realm is slowly getting its army back. The Alvernese Moroccan Imperialist War, okay. Alvern is looking to consolidate their control over North Africa. Joloff somehow got free, but I have to imagine it's not going to be for long. Oh, Japan. Who else are you guaranteeing? It is just Joloff. Got it. And behold, Piscataway Konoye has formed Vermont. Yeah. It's just a new flag and a new name. And a new map color. Honestly, it's another green. I couldn't be happier. Because I like green. My favorite color. The more green, the better. If I do say so myself. I consider the Numerids a shade of green as well. It's like a blue-green, but it's close enough. Alvern, yeah, they're actually over here. They're getting work done. The Flanders realm is, at least. Mallorca got released at some point. They have the De Luna dynasty. All right, nice. Oh no, Aelcorks, what have you done to incur the wrath of Baghdad? Because at this point, Baghdad just seems unstoppable. Like, I don't know what you do to stop Baghdad. The only ones that can really put up a fight against Baghdad are like Free Smart, maybe Zapatoslavia, and Alvern. I really don't know what you do. I think we'll go to like 1717, 1718. Somewhere there, you know. Oh, Shu actually pieced out. Okay, and now they're going after Citadel again, but they're not going to annex anything. But Yayoi was kicked out of East Asia. Yayoi has been relinquished once again to Diego Garcia. Mogadishu is over here as well. They have exiled themselves to the islands of Southeast Asia. They still have some land over here, but honestly, Katara is going to make quick work of that. Oh, Chakwi didn't take any land back. Huh, I thought they would. But they still showed that, you know, Chakwi and Congo showed to Makwa that, you know, they are not completely dead. They can still put up a fight. They can still, you know, kick back. The Livonian Order is allied with the Papal State, Mondstadt, and Free Smart. Aelcorks is going to feel the wrath of Baghdad and get this land taken from them. You know, we haven't had like a Turkish nation in a while. Like no one has submitted like a Turkish nation in a while. I think only Exfer submitted one like a couple campaigns ago, but he was like the only one as far as I can remember. Maybe, or well, I did too, but it was like 3 or 4 campaigns ago. Maybe I'll do one in the future. And Kalahandi is going to consolidate more control over the subcontinent. Bukharan separatists, but I mean, it's not really that much for Baghdad. Let's see, any big wars? Takra is going after Ryukyu. Colombian is going after Takra in Colombia. Okay. And Baghdad. Yep. Alright, yeah. Business as usual. Mexico is consolidating more land around here as well. Good God, look at Mexico go. And Kabila is actually... Kabila is down in South America. Okay, I'm not sure what to make of that, but sure. Songhai. Are you... No, Aelcorks is allied with Songhai, and Songhai is sending in... You ever seen Africans march into France like this? I haven't. This is odd, but interesting. Songhai somehow got access to Free Smart's land, and they're doing work. I mean, it's weird. It's not the weirdest thing that's what happened in these campaigns, but, you know... Paris about to be under siege by the troops of Songhai. Shit happens. Let's go, Songhai. I'm rooting for you. Oh wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. All right. You're getting this land here. Okay, I see. You can do it, Songhai. Oh, one of the great songs. Alright, this seems to be like more or less the official end of Citadel. As, what's it called? Maybe Altai can actually, like, fully commit and fully dismantle Citadel But then again, like, Altai is coming off the back of losing a war against Baghdad, so I don't know. It might be rough goings. I'm gonna get my water. Take a sip while I try and find Songhai's army. Hold on. Songhai, you didn't siege down Paris. Why didn't you siege down Paris? Oh, you let me down. Just when I was rooting for you too. However, I see that Baghdadi army. It's coming for you, Ale Corks. Anything? Zapatoslavia is trying to finish off Samnium, so they might cross into North Africa. Yeah, that's really about it for now. I kind of glossed over how many wars there were right now, but Liang and Great Shu, they're chewing up Cotadel. Refreshing hydration. Stay hydrated, folks. It's important. Let's see. Where's the capital of Cotadel, by the way? Oh, it's already been sieged on. It's at Hami. Oh, and the satraps got annexed. They had no allies, though, so it makes sense that they would get annexed. Here it is. Here it is. Baghdadi armies have arrived. They have arrived in force. And Songhai is not going to be able... Where are your armies, brother? They're okay. You are sieging down. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought the game crashed there for a second. You're sieging that random fort down when you could have sieged the capital, of all things. Come on. You never wanted to loot Paris? Sheesh. Anything else going on? The Lost Legion is trying to go after Argentan. And Nupe is still alive? Oh yeah, they are. They're that one lone province in that in the Guinea area or region. Anything else? Anything else? Things are quieting down a little bit. We had that one big war for this part, but I think we're just really consolidating power. The powers that be are consolidating power amongst themselves. That's really about it. Su is still a tributary. They're pretty rebellious, but they are giving a generous amount of admin points every year. I think we will end this in August of 1718. And here we go. Yemen is going after more of Shamasraf, and they are just suffering the same fate as Kemet. That's pretty much it. Oh, there's... Wait, what? How did you... If there's no Baghdadi army, how did you lose? How did you lose your capital? I'm not entirely sure. Ale Corks and Songhai and Shamasraf. Songhai has peaced out, and it's just Ale Corks now. So if Baghdad can get troops over there, Ale Corks is pretty much done. But I don't know if they can get access all the way over toward Iberia. I guess that's something to find out. And hey, Liang wants more control over Korea. They've been seeing what Japan has been doing and saying, it ends now. And hey, they actually have an army again, so why not use it against the Japanese, right? Japan, do you have any allies? You do not have any allies. You've just been doing your own thing. being isolationist. But then again, there's not really any other Shinto tags, so it makes sense that they don't have any allies. Shinada is allied with Alvern. That's an interesting alliance. This alliance doesn't really like benefit each other unless they have a lot of ships to work with. Alvern, do you have a lot of ships? Not really for how big you are. 78 ships. Shinada, however, 96 for their position, decent amount. And it's only going to grow. I've totally forgot. We'll do like November of this year. One more month. One more month. And right there. November of 1718. Alright. So, we had like one major war for this part, and then the rest was pretty much minor stuff, but we are seeing the consolidation of power amongst the great, or not the greatest, but the largest tags in the world. Alvern looked like it was going to maybe crumble in the face of, what's it called, in the face of Zapadoslavia as well as Vinland, and I can't remember who it was. It was Friesmart, right? But they held on, and Zapadoslavia and company could not go after the capital, which was the goal. They only like thoroughly devastated the Flanders realm. That was it. But now the Flanders realm has an army back. They have manpower. So, you know, things are pretty much, the pieces on the board are reset again. The Flanders realm only lost four decent provinces, but that's not the end of the world. They got a lot to work with still, and Friesmart wasn't injured at all. Zapadoslavia wasn't injured at all. Manpower reserves will come back, so probably in part 13 we will see more action when someone pulls the trigger. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Also, Team No Name is no longer allied with Insubres. Insubres has no allies. And Achaea, you don't have any allies either. Samnium doesn't. Two Sicilies, how did you get released? You got released by the Congo, because apparently the Congo won. So yes, Two Sicilies is here. And I think that's really about it for now. I don't see any like other major developments. Ryukyu is actually, on a side note, Ryukyu is colonizing and doing other things. Alvern is here in the Pacific, but Friesmart has pretty much consolidated control over Australia and New Zealand. Shamasrov is looking down the barrel of a gun that is pointed toward its head, and it's seeing the body of Kemet on the side that's just, you know, half buried. You get the picture. It's death. Anyways, that'll be it for now. Let's go look at the standings. In first place is Friesmart. In second place is Mondstadt. In third place is Alvern. In fourth place is Baghdad. In fifth place is America turned Mexico. In sixth place is Zapadoslavia. In seventh place is the Livonian Order. In eighth place is Fontaine turned West Indies. In ninth place is Liang. In 10th place is Wanakama turned Peru. In 11th place is Sumeru. And in 12th place is Piscataway Kanoi turned Vermont. That'll be it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in part 13.